on doing? Kindly click the like button for me. Hi, Sis Kelly. How are you? Yes, I am good. I came back to the city yesterday. Hi, Sis Shanae. Hope you are all doing fine. I'm good, Sis Didi. I had to rest yesterday because there's an emergency. I went to city like 6 hours from my place, but I also went back yesterday. Yeah, it's literally hot there. You can well as you can see, my color is this, and now I'm super tan. But it wasn't for vacation or something. Yep, everything is well. Thank you. It is. It is okay now. Kindly click the like button. 6 people, 3 likes. Cynthia, hello. I'm gonna answer the yes or no. Once the people watching and the likes tally. Thank you. Yep. Sis Kelly said it all. 7 people watching, 4 likes. So I was out for 3 days. No, 4. 7 people watching, 5 likes. Kindly click the like button. I also had the chance to visit the master who teaches me the craft for candle works. It's good. I updated him with a lot of things. He also updated me with some of his traditional work. So it's a fun and learning experience. Still 7 people watching, 5 likes. It started to rain here. Uh 2 consecutive days. It's raining. Sis Kelly, does this new Scorpio wants to go on another date? Sis Kelly, is this new Scorpio wants to go on another date? The Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands. Sis Kelly, actually, these Scorpio is somewhat looking forward, probably has a plan. But the thing here is, well, I can see passion in here. Chances that this is not more of romance for now, but let's say, will push his limit to get laid. I'm not seeing emotions yet, but he is planning. Yeah, me. What's coming in love for you this upcoming week? What is coming in love for the upcoming week? What is the, let's check. What's coming in love for the upcoming week for Yami? Yami. Coming in love for the upcoming week. Coming to the edge. Time to go. Not for you. Hmm. I feel like Yami, it may be a specific action. It may be a new person, but sort of you're not going to be enticed with the move. It felt a little arrogant. It felt I'm about to, or probably I'm already falling in love, but there's something off and kind of make me feel like backing off a bit. With the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Spades, and the Death card, I can feel the energy of probably there's a promise or an expected action that your person or that these person's going to do, but it's kind of off because it's predictable that this person's going to take action, but then not. So sort of, I feel kind of off in this situation in this upcoming week. It could be an expectation that I want that I mentioned, but because of these persons probably not making a move or not taking action, there's something in this energy that probably this is what you're gonna feel that I want to stop this or because I am frustrated because I'm expecting something, it turns me off. The Fool card, the Moon card, and the Ten of Vessels. You might gonna question your or this person's action. Is this person truly in love with me? Is this person truly into me? Or this person's just playing? Um, you might also find yourself wanting to repel on that on the dynamic or at least be silent for a little while. I think that there's also some triggers in here that you want to look to other direction. It felt like you have been waiting for quite a while and this is something that you don't expect. um I think things turns differently this week. That's why I'm feeling a little off. That's why I'm feeling this energy of I'm frustrated with the person. Yeah, that's what I am seeing. 10 people watching, 9 likes. Kindly click the like button. So I'm gonna answer the yes or no once the people watching and the likes tally. Alright? So sees Chell, David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. Feelings, thoughts, and energy towards Sis Chell. Unfinished Symphony. There's another change in here. Coming to the edge. Oopsie, a time to go. See, here's the energy. If I am your person, um, I'm already typing, the message that I want to send. Um, it could be unblocking you, but it just requires a little push for this person to click the send button, remove, or click the unblock button. Um, what's happening with this person? It felt like his heart wants to do a thing. His mind says differently. His heart wants to go to the left. The brain wants to go to the right. Uh, the Magician, Queen of Cups, Temperance. I think that this person also feels that you are no longer that much in love with him. Well, he kind of wishes with the Magician. The Temperance in here wanting to check, wanting to check if I still have a spark. But these curiosity, I feel like it is not because of emotion, but this is just out of I want to know if I still have a spark in Chel's life. The Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Full card. Yeah, it felt like a game to me. Um, Emotion is not there, but this is more of egoistic behavior or egoistic attitude, wanting to know if I still have that magic with Chell. So the feeling in here is more of self-indulgement, for him. Emotion wise, I feel like he is not into emotion, probably the curiosity supersede that emotion, but what is dominant is I'm really curious. The action, your person is about to do something, but there is still some sort of control in here. Action is still no action, but the feeling or probably thought is being curious. Mm, that is 11 over 12. All right. Hold up. Cece, do I think that that you are going to hear from Julian by your birthday in August? Cece, this is for you. Am I seeing that you're gonna hear from Julian on your birthday this August? The Two of Clubs, the Seven of Diamonds, the Jack of um, Clubs. This is a yes. Pearl M. Will B and G going to make long distance work? Pearl M. Will these couple can surpass this distance and make things work? The Ace of Spades, the King of Spades, the Five of Clubs. Uh, it still feels a yes. Cynthia, or remove the message. Didi, will you return back to work in June? The Eight of Hearts, the Six of Diamonds, the Two of Hearts. This is a yes. Sees a child. Will you be able to afford to move out at the end of the year? By the end of the year. Let's see. By the end of the year, the Queen of Clubs, the Nine of Hearts, the Eight of Clubs. I'm seeing a yes. It's actually a good energy that this card emits. Sharon, what to expect for the rest of May? 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 The Two of Cups, the Empress, the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing in here the energy of giving you everything, the energy of you feel that you are loved, being taken care of, being protected. It felt like you are gonna be treated like an empress as you are. There's also a lot of changes, glows inside and out. Um, you might also gonna feel that you are gorgeous, beautiful because of this person's change of behavior. The Strength card, the Knight of Cups, the Tower. It might be for a short while. Probably this is because of your special um, day. However, this tower is a transformation. I'm really not bothered by the tower because it felt like to me that this is stepping at least, two steps ahead from what your person's doing or from what your person's kind of like giving you. So there's something in here that an elevation of this person's treatment towards you. This is what I'm seeing, sis. Tamika, what does the spirit wants you to know? 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 Harmony, loving it. Heart chakra, triumphant and success. I know it's kind of your heart beats a little scared, worried perhaps, but it felt there's some security in here. It felt like there is a deep sigh. I surpassed the challenge of worrying, having these sleepless nights, the temperance, the nine of stave, and the four of pentacles. Whoever this person is, sort of not really blocking, but is stopping himself from expressing his emotion. I feel like it is going to pour or going to be delivered, the actions, anytime soon. It felt like within by the end of second week of May, bridging the third week, the Devil card, the Judgment, and the Four of Swords. It felt so relaxed. It felt so secured, wherein I can tell myself that I can sleep now better. Um, because I am very worried for the past weeks. And now I feel the energy of this might gonna be it. This might be the start of a new journey. And you're seeing high hopes in here, which I feel like there is. You a realization that this person and I are vibing. Um, we have so much alike, and a security of this might be a potential relationship that might gonna go further. Um, from what I experienced before. Nat Nat, energy around you and David coming this Saturday. Nat Nat, energy around you. Um, energy around you and David this Saturday. Hmm. Energy around you this Saturday. The Page of Wands. The Hermit. Five of Wands. Here's the thing. You and David might have a conversation. However, someone's going to dig a topic that's really off instead of enjoying the moment. But it kind of, there's an energy also in here that it shouldn't be, because instead of enjoying, the day, someone is going to take an opportunity to ask past questions or things that already happened, um in the past weeks or days, and there might gonna be a start of a little conflict. The King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Cups. um the conflict in here will not going to be seen, felt, but a little awkwardness, yes. But with the, prior going home, or right after, you both go to each place, to your separate place going home, you might gonna feel the silence because something is off. I wish that that person didn't ask that question. um I didn't enjoy that much, but for me, for the sake of the day, I am going to be very civil, act normal, but deep inside, I I didn't really enjoy it. So if that will is you who's probably having these questions, asking different things, especially from the past, I think it's much better for the both of you to just talk about the now. That's the message. Yes, it's May. Hello. Cece, do I think that you are going to hear from or see Julian by your birthday, August of this year? Let's see. Do I see you and Julian going to have an opportunity of like meeting each other face to face? Let's see. The Justice. the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Vessels. Ah, so someone is going to make a promise. It felt, and I think that this already happened. Um, a broken promise, but this time, because with the Page of Pentacles, this is me preparing in the future. So the Five of Vessels in here is a regret that happened from the past. Uh, Probably there's a promise that didn't happen before, and this time I feel like I don't want to break the promise. I'm going to make it to you. The Emperor doing everything that he can. Ace of Staves and the Chariot. I am seeing travel. Not only that, I'm seeing intimate moments in here, and it also felt like that will be the start wherein the spark is going to start again. I love the energy of you and him is going to revive an old flame. I'm loving this. So that is a yes. Sis May, not just conversation. It's a face to face meeting, skin to skin. Sis May, I think that you have two questions for me, right? Not to take risk. Louis connection very soon. Now let's see. Is Louis going to take risk on your connection very soon? Is Louis going to take risk on your connection very soon? The thinker, mhm, it seems like Louis is already making plans, but the question is when. There is an urge, there is this energy of like a mirrored energy. I also missed the conversation. Na- it's already starting. The Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, filling your cup again, but with the Five of Cups, it may be an expectation very soon. So I'm not seeing here so soon because that's your question. Soon. Because there's Five of Cups in here. Still looking for that energy of where is the love? Where is, the the cup that is being poured to me? Um, there is a plan. The soon part, I don't think it's soon, but there is already a plan. I think that your person here is doing some time management so that when he make a move, it's gonna be fluid. Like I just don't want to do this for now and stop and do it, um, the day after. I want this to be fluid. Mm. Hold up. Sharon, how does team feels about your little gift towards him? How does Tim feels about your little gift towards him? How does Tim feel about the little gift that you give towards him? Says Sharon, the Two of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, why? The Fool card. Hmm. Your person loves it. The Five of Pentacles in here felt like, how can I match the energy? How can I give? It could be the same amount because the Pentacles is something has to do with the price as well. I'm not expecting it, but it felt like there's some conscience in here for some reason. She gave me this, but I don't know if I can match that with the same amount. Very worried. The Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Emperor. But I believe that Tim is going to do his best to match or exceed. Um, it sounds materialistic, right? Why do he is very concerned? Probably this is the ego, right? That that amount should be, or I am the man. I should provide like higher prices, to show that I am a good provider. I'm a little worried, but I'm going to do everything that I can to either match or exceed the expectation. Now, does I see healing from David after the treatment? Do I see healing from David after the treatment? Do I see healing from David after the treatment? The Four of Swords, the Judgment, the Four of Pentacles. Uh, Rest is needed. The Four of Swords. It felt like it is, but David needs to also help themselves. It could be a self pity that I am seeing in here. I understand because he can't do the things that he used to do because he needs some rest. But because of this self pity, I feel like the healing will take a long time instead of him focusing on the healing per se. He is going to focus on this is not what I am, or I cannot do this right now. So it weighs down, the positive energy, but the healing is going to be there, but it may take a little while. Will David going to pass by on Saturday? Now let's see. The seven of spades, the king of diamonds, the three of spades. I'm seeing a no. Cynthia, can you trust Nexus solution for your UK working permit? Hold up, there's a jumper in here for you. I think that I understand why this card jumps because this is your what? The third or fourth time you ask the question. You have been probably waiting. I know. I do apologize. We have some rule. The Four of Clubs. I think that this is your energy. Where's my answer? The King of Clubs. The Ace of Diamonds. This is a yes. Says Tamika, will you and the Sagittarius gonna be in a relationship? Will you and the Sagittarius going to be in a relationship? Will you and the Sagittarius going to be in a relationship? The the two of spades, the Jack of clubs, the two of clubs. You know, I know you're kind of scared on this. This is a yes. It's a good explanation. Somehow good explanation. Not really good, but you know, it'll work. Mr. Maurice, you're so bored of your job. You don't want to be in a social with customers and some coworkers. What do the cards see about your dilemma? So I think that you want to be alone. You can work just by yourself, probably. Hold on. The Ten of Pentacles, or probably, you don't want to see a lot of people. The Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups. This might be not so good news, but you are going to stay there for a little while on that specific position, department, what have you. Um, you kind of seeing yourself not there. I'm seeing that on the Three of Wands, but with the Knight of Cups, I think that the wait will be longer. The Seven of Pentacles, this also signifies, you know, waiting a little longer. The Ace of Cups, the Star. Ooh, there needs to be some changes, not with you, but it could be a change in either managerial supervisor, or yeah, your supervisor. It needs some changes for you to be out of that situation or that dilemma. But as long as you are under the same management or same supervisor, you're gonna stick there for a little while. Oh, YB. Next, CB's next actions towards you. 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 The Queen of Swords. Why? The Five of Pentacles. The Death card. I know there is a promise, or you might be expecting some movement in here, but I'm seeing trigger. Um, the trigger in here, you might feel like, is the history repeating itself? I feel like I'm seeing the past person in here, but there is also a decision making. Okay, I'm gonna give this another chance. Whatever the promise, I feel like it's disappointment, or whatever the expectation is. I feel like there's a little disappointment in there. Career and financial reading. This is for you, Wabi. Career and financial reading. The Empress, Eight of Swords, the Tower. Huh. Sis, you know what? I feel like there's someone sort of sabotaging your growth. It might be a coworker. I'm seeing someone that is, and I know that you can feel it. There's a new character showing in your energy field. It felt like this is a villain that shows or pretending to be a good coworker. But in reality, I feel like they are very envious of you because of how you present yourself, not how you work, but because of how you look like. Shallow, right? Rain, you those feelings towards you, towards Kai. So let's see. He's moving abroad soon, so you don't think that you're the priority, but you're curious. This is for Rain. You those feelings towards Kai. So he's about to go abroad. The Moon card. Well, I feel like there's mutual energy between you and him. You have a lot of questions. He also have a lot of questions in his head. Ten of Vessels. Is this emotion real? Is it going to move forward in a positive way? Do we have a chance? The Death card. It felt like because of uns- instability between you and Yuto's energy. So what I'm gonna do here is to prioritize what is certain, which is my opportunity. Probably I if time forbids, or if time allows us, that we can work things out the next time. I feel like the energy here is not throwing, the connection away, saving it for some other day. The three of vessels. Yeah, a plan of, I need to do my priority first, and then if I come back and have a chance, I will reconnect, or I will work on this. So for now, it felt like the opportunity of being in a different place is where he is focusing right now. Are we? Gabriel, hello. Sis Chell. I have another one for Sis Kelly and Gabriel. All right. Sis Chell, what should you know about your finances when you move out? What should you know with your finances when you move out? What should you know? Patience, positive movement forward, loving it, power. These might not be instant, but the thing here is, I think I said it to you last month. The movement of your location will provide a different energy towards you. Sort of, that new place is going to give you a lot of pumped positive energy. Opportunities are going to open. It felt like it's not about the community, but the offer in here is, chances are, because of your the positive energy that you're going to harness, going to show up in work. And I feel like this is going to give you an opportunity to level up your position. The Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. With regard to your finances, because of that positive energy, because of that passion, um, it could be incentives, or because of this elevation, I am seeing leveling up in the career, which follows your salary. The Knight of Cups in here, sort of, you're gonna feel the changes, the positive changes that's happening. Kind of, okay. This is not just about a word. I'm seeing it with my eyes. The Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. But I feel like, even though that energy kind of gives you, or that house, that place, going to give you a new pumped energy, it felt like you wanna move to another place again. But I can see that this is going to happen around July or August. Yeah, July or August, sis. So I'm seeing, okay, this is giving me a good energy, but I feel like I need to move, because felt like, aesthetically wise, for some reason you're gonna see a different place wherein you feel like, I should be there. Puja, the Scorpio's thoughts and feelings towards you. Scorpio's thoughts, feelings. Scorpius thoughts, feelings, and energy towards you. The Ace of Swords, the Strength card, the Six of Vessels. Puja. There is wanting to see you, wanting to hear you, not just probably through phone. I wanted to see your facial expressions in flesh. So missing you is here. And I think that your person also thinking of or daydreaming or fantasizing that you and your Scorpio is making love. Um, don't get me wrong. There is a sense of thirst in here, but more of love and missing you. Mm. Cece, not going to ask any more question about Julian until then. Yeah, let's check here. Put up, put up, put up. Sis Kelly, Scorpio Zach's thoughts and feelings and next actions towards you. This is for you. Sis Zach's thoughts, feelings, and energy towards Sis Kelly. By the book. I don't know whose energy is this, but it felt like I am really going to be very careful with this connection. Time for a nap and imagine. Um I'm seeing that you or someone here, or probably both of you, wants to take care of this opportunity and felt like I'm not going to rush. Um, although I have a lot of daydreams in my mind, but I'm not going to um, rush this. Learn from my past. I am. Queen of Pentacles, the Death card, the Page of Pentacles. I feel like your Scorpio is checking your past posts, um, sort of observing, investigating, yes, perhaps, um, making assumptions of those photos. Hmm. The Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Not quite sure if you already discussed about your past, love life in them or with them. But it felt like there's also an energy that I don't want to be tagged or labeled as the same person. I'm seeing here a plan of or a thought of wanting to make you happy. How can I, with the Seven of Cups, how can I elevate myself from all those past, probably because of those what I've seen? How can I um match also her energy? Because it felt like you are so much fun. He's the type of very either shy or reserved person. Two of Swords clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So I have this feeling of emotion. It could be love, admiration, but I want to give this very slowly because there's something in here that I'm looking at this connection as very fragile. And I don't want to commit mistakes in here. As much as possible, I want this to be perfect. This is Shanae, will you gonna get the payment that you're looking for this month? Will you gonna get the payment that you're looking for this month? Will you gonna get the payment that you are looking for this month? The King of Clubs, the Four of Clubs, the Five of Hearts. Um, it is a no. Mm. Living fully and joyfully. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. New decade. What should you focus on? Uh, what should you focus on? This is for you. Living fully, joyfully. What should you focus on? Since it's your birthday, please, you can email me. I want to do something for you. Uh, living fully, joyfully. Harmony. Stand your ground. Love begins. What you should focus on is because you have already gained a lot of knowledge through life's experiences. I know that you learned from those, and this is also the time for you to focus on what's good for you, not to others. I'm not saying that you should do bad things to others, but prioritize yourself first prior prioritizing someone else's. Chances are you're the kind of person who pours everything out until you're dry, until you can't pour anymore. Um, and wherein I feel like there are times that you are very drained and don't want to move anymore. So I think that this is more of reserved something for yourself. The full card, the Five of Wands, loving it, the Nine of Swords. What you should focus on is peace and again, harmony with others. I feel like there's also something in here that kind of weighs down your energy. It could be a person that you didn't even forgive, past experiences. You don't have to ask forgiveness for that person. No, you can even just talk to yourself. I forgive that person. I also forgive myself um, for allowing that to happen. I feel like there's, a past trauma in here that weighs you down. The Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. It may be hard for you to do these changes, but you actually need to do it very slow. It's not instant, but you can do it gradually. Knight of Cups, but don't forget giving yourself love. It is not selfish. It is necessary. Gabriel, hello. Sis May. Ah, sis. Thank you. She also said 1111. I know, right? That's your that's your number for Louis. I know. Crazy, right? Was that 11? Yeah. Sis Gabriel, what are the Marcus thoughts towards you currently? Still no contact. You tried to reach out yesterday, but no response. So, Sis Gabriel, what are his thoughts of you currently? What is his thoughts of you currently? What is his thoughts of you currently? What are his thoughts of you currently? What are his thoughts of you currently? Exchanging gifts, yin, co create. It sounds weird because the energy here feels like reconnection, feels like reconciliation, forgetting about the past and mending. But the energy that shows or what you're feeling or seeing seems like otherwise. It's weird because I feel like there's also some sort of control in here. The Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, the Chariot. I feel like there's an energy that I just don't want to have a conversation through message, but I want to have like a meetup, like flesh to flesh, meetup. I feel like because of your message, the Marcus is the Marcus was moved, and I feel like any time, give this at least 2 weeks because he needs to prepare something. Could be, his time. The Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the King of Pentacles. This is me wanting to clarify the Two of Pentacles, right? Sort of, am I going to respond in here? But no, I'm going to show myself, present myself in flesh. So at least 2 weeks for your person to show up and probably ask you out, for clarifications. Um, but I'm seeing moving forward, um, it felt mending, continuing the connection. Sharon, what can you expect with work? You will be getting with work. Will you gonna be getting a promotion? So let's see. Will you gonna be getting a promotion at work? Will you gonna be getting promotion at work? Will you gonna be getting a promotion at work? The Tower says Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. I feel like a blockage in here, and the blockage is more of a specific people or person that sort of don't want to. I think this is still you. I don't want to browse, um, hover up, but it felt like there's an energy in here that kind of, no, it's YB. I remember it, but it has the same energy of someone stopping you from elevation. Huh. The Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Full card, and I feel like this might be a new person or a new person that has been promoted, and it felt like they don't like you. Um, they want you out. This actually surprises me because you're expecting something, and it felt like, well, you're gonna be getting promotions. I feel like no, up until that this person is there. So what are you expecting with work? Staggeredness. You're gonna be stuck there because of that specific person. Puja, Scorpio's intentions in asking more about you. So the person wants to get more information from you. What are his intentions? The Emperor, the Ten of Cups, the Moon card. The reason being why the person wanted to or asking a lot of questions, personal questions, is to know if you are a match because your person, the Scorpio also has a lot of questions in their head For clarity, I think that this person wants to save more time, or at least time. Um, but because of what he received, the information that you provided this Scorpio, there is a decision in here that you are a potential person, you are a potential partner. So I am seeing in here, chances are that the Scorpio is going to take action romantically, uh, in the future. Yeah. YB, how does the Libra CB feel about you? How does the Libra CB feels about you? How does the Libra CB feels about you? How does the Libra CB feels about you? The Page of Swords, the Four of Vessels, the Three of Pentacles. How does the Libra CB feels about you? It felt very committed, but it also felt like sometimes you don't pay attention to him. I think that this person wanted to be pampered all the time, being taken care of, or put your 100% attention to them, because it felt like there are times that you are not sort of. I felt the energy of abandon. You're abandoning, but there's definitely love in here because I'm already committed to this. Yami, what is Jeffrey's energy towards you? Yami, what is Jeffrey's energy towards you? Jeffrey's energy towards you. Jeffrey's energy towards you. Jeffrey's energy towards you, a change in the wind. Why? Message in a bottle. There's a lot of hidden or unspoken words in here. It seems like there's also energies of swings or mood swings. I'm not saying the swingers. No, it's not. And the mood swings. And also, they feel like you are also that kind of person. I don't know if that's easily get angry, easily get shut down, or, easily get silent. Um, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. He also feels somewhat unworthy because he felt like you're financially there. He felt a little sorry for himself, um, because he is not making that much, and he don't like that. He have this thought of, is he gonna be happy with the financial um offers that I can make in the future? It felt like I'm also being pressured, or I'm pressuring myself, not you. I'm pressuring myself to work hard. That I'm not sure of if you are that high standards in his eyes, or you are that really in person, but it felt like what I am earning is not enough. The Six of Pentacles, the Justice. I love the Justice card that shows up, the Knight of Wands. But either way, um, I'm going to prove, if I am Jeffrey, I am going to prove that in time, maybe not now, but in time, if not leveling on the same amount, probably hoping, to exceed, if not leveling on the same amount. Um, you inspires me, to elevate myself in many forms, especially when it comes to financial. But I also feel like I don't fit the standards probably of your ways of living. Um, but I'm going to prove it to you. Just don't rush. But I have this plan. So that's Jeffrey's energy towards you. Miss Clove, what do you need to know right now? 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 The Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, the Justice. Miss Glove, it seems like someone wanted to apologize, almost begging, look at me, almost begging to the energy of, I am still here. Don't forget about me. I am regretting what I did. Just let me know what can I do to make it up to you. The Judgment, the Four of Pentacles, the Death card. I feel like the energy here is crying. I just don't have tears in my eyes, but my heart felt like I want to cry because of, just don't throw me under the bus. Accept me back. I really felt like begging, pleading. Don't forget about me. Don't cut me off your life. Mm, sis, it felt so genuine. YB, when will your relationship with CB going to move forward positively? When will your relationship with CB going to move forward positively? The Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Four of Cups. I'm still seeing August or September, wherein you're going to hear some good news about moving this to another level of commitment, but not yet to a point of giving you the key. But it is going to be very committed. Says Marcia, what are James' feelings towards you? James' feelings towards you. What are James' feelings towards Marcia? What are James' feelings towards Marcia? James' feelings towards Marcia. Peace, imagine, milk and honey. It felt like there's some sort of satisfaction in here, but the satisfaction is not on the present. It is more of satisfaction of thinking of it, fantasizing about it. But one thing's for sure, there's something like in energy that I want to stay there only if we are like this. So I want to stay in this connection only if this happens, what I am really fantasizing. So which means that there's a bit of conflict that you and James are somewhat struggling to fix. The Hermit, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Vessels. It felt like the energy here is, if you say something, it's very cutthroat. It might be very, you might not that kind of a frequent person who calls him out. But when you call out and when you said that, it felt like it does really cut deep in my heart, and it felt like you have no filter to a point wherein you're not even hearing, the reason why that happened. The Seven of Swords, the Three of Vessels, the Queen of Swords. I just mentioned prior this Queen of Swords showed up. Um, Especially to a point wherein you always label, these actions of mine of doing something behind your back, um, always accusing me of this and that. Uh, there may be times that James are, doing what you're thinking of. That's probably where your, the assumptions coming from. But there are times that James are also telling the truth. Um, I think that he is asking more understanding and more of hearing him prior you get mad at him, because I think when you get mad, that's where James's heart bleeds because of how or what he hears from you. Rain, what can you do to nurture this part you have before he leaves? What can you do so that you can nurture this part before he leaves? Rain. The moon card. The moon card shows up again on your first question. The Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords. I think that for you to nurture the connection, I want to get one more, the King of Swords. Honesty, being direct, not arrogant, but express how you feel for him. Because it felt like that will everything. You need to express everything. Give him a reason to return. Give him a reason to think of you, connect with you, even when he is afar. Um, Promise also that you're gonna wait for him, because there's a lot of things, questions in him, and also ask, what are his questions for you? Answer it with all honesty, and ask questions too, um, so that you can clear, those clouds in your head, both of you, with that conversation, and make a promise that right after, um, that I'm going to set a time for you for communication. Agreement is also needed. That is. YB, when are you going to get the raise from at your job? When are you going to get a raise at your job? When are you going to get a raise at your job? The Two of Vessels, loving it. The Two of Staves, the Knight of Staves. It felt like July is where you're going to get this increase. So congratulations. Sis AK, will Peter be happy to spend the weekend together? Ooh, sis, what is this? I'm kind of intrigued. The four of, you know what? The four of diamonds, the four of spades, the five of spades. I am seeing here a yes. Uni, does your Pisces still loves you? The six of hearts, the three of diamonds, the three of spades. This is still a yes. Sees a child. Hold up. Let's check. David's reaction to your photo recently. 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 Chopped woods, serendipity, exchanging gifts. I'm seeing here happiness that I see the photos. There's also an energy here. Should I react? Should I either unblock? Should I make her notice that that I saw the picture? But I felt happy with this new. It could be an information because the photo is also preserves information that you are doing well. Six of vessels, of course, missing you. King of vessels, my heart beats again seeing that photos. The Queen of Pentacles. Hmm. Um, I don't know why why David here thinks of how much did she spend on that. Hmm. The Strength card, Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Staves. I feel like there's an urge, for David to make you notice him. But with the Seven of Staves, I'm gonna give it a little more time. Of course, with the Strength card, but once in a while, especially if I received notification or if I received um either you know either a mark, what have you, I'm going to check an update. It seems like there's still an energy of I can't let you go, an energy of I'm still missing you. I'm still wanting. I'm still intrigued with what is happening in your life. I'm curious. Miss Greta, will PS try to repair any damages that he recently caused your connection? The Queen of Clubs, the Jack of Hearts, the Seven of Spades. It's a no. Living fully and joyfully, you're welcome. Miss Clove, you're welcome. Sharon, what's good stuff is coming in? What good stuff is coming in? What good stuff is coming in? What good stuff is coming in? The Emperor. I'm loving that. The Eight of Wands, Page of Cups. A request. A request that I feel like whether it is hard to be offered or provide you, it is still going to be given or it is going to be given. It felt like your word has power in here. especially on your special day with the Six of Cups, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles. Don't miss the chance of asking for request because it felt like you can use that special day to give you what you asked for. It could be a real gift, not really demand it in a very rude way, but you can probably just let the person know this is my wish list. No, for whatever reason. Um, and I feel like, one of those lists or checklist or wish list is going to manifest on that special day. Brooklyn, come back positive this week. This is for you, Brooklyn. Is it going to come back positive? The five of diamonds, the three of diamonds, the three of spades. It is a no. Rain. Message from the spirit guides. Message from the spirit guides. Rain, this is for you. Message from the spirit guides. Message from the spirit guides. Rain. Message from the spirit guides. Seven of Cups. The Four of Wands. Everything is fine. The Nine of Swords. Your spirit guides knows that you are worried because you've gone through a different jump from giving your heart from one person to another. Um, it felt like the message is here is don't be afraid even that the person is far from you. Everything will be fine. This is not the 10 of swords. This is the everything will be fine. I just want you to see the 10 of swords here for you to, because if the 10 of swords showed up, you should be worried. But everything is fine, which means whatever the, anxiety or whatever the kind of sleepless nights that keeping you or thoughts that keeping you awake, this is the 10 of swords. 10 of swords. It looks like the same, right? Actually, it's very identical. The difference here is everything is fine. One is you should give up. One is you don't have to think too much because things will be okay. Um, I feel like you already met someone that would or can fulfill um your emotional needs, and this is through that person. So you ask for a guided message earlier. Do it because it's worth it. That's it. Aw. Yes. Yes, yes. Of course, because it does really look like the 10 of swords. Um, but it's really not. So it's a different this has an extra card. Yeah, just for the everything will be fine. And I think that you're meant to ask that question in this specific deck that will really also reassure you that things will be okay. You're welcome. So I guess that's it Thank you so much, you guys, for participating. I truly appreciate you. And be kind to one another. Love and light. Namaste. See you on the next live. Goodbye.